Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra has withdrawn the certificate of appointment of 3 traditional rulers in the state and also reinstated 5 others. Chief Greg Obi, Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, announced this on Friday in Oka. Obi, in a statement dated December 17th and entitled Updates on Suspension of Igwes in Anambra, said the governor acted according to the powers vested on him by the Anambra State Traditional Rulers Law 2007. He gave the names of the traditional rulers who had their certificate withdrawn as Igwe Chijioke Nwankwo of Nafia Town, Igwe Anthony Onyekwere of Owele, and Igwe GBC Mbakwe of Abacha. The governor announced the lifting of suspension of 5 traditional rulers, including Igwe Simon Chidibem of Umumbo, Igwe A.N. Onuwene of Ikenga, Igwe Mark Anthony Okonkwo of Alo, Igwe Chukuma Oji of Ezenifite, and Igwe S.O. Obiora of Ezira. Obi said the withdrawal and restatement of the certificate were with immediate effect. According to the statement, the government is also reviewing the suspension slammed on Igwe Kelly Nkeli of Igbariam, Igwe Dr. Emeka Iluno of Ife Tedunu, and Igwe Peter Uyanwa of Ukulu. Obi said all the affected traditional rulers have 1 month to submit the certificates of recognition to the secretary of the local government of their communities from the day of the announcement. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the Anambra government on August 11, 2020 suspended 12 traditional rulers for alleged gross misconduct, according to Obi, who announced the suspension during the sanction period. The suspended traditional rulers are required to stop holding courts as traditional rulers, as to desist from discharging traditional rulers' functions in their communities or anywhere in the state or beyond. The sanction may be lifted at the end of 1 year or renewed or upgraded in the intervening period, depending on the government's review of your conduct. By this action, members of Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council is hereby revoked. Also, any appointment in other government committee is hereby rescinded, he said. The power that this so-called governors are really having on these traditional rulers is something else, so that they can just wake up and do whatever they want to do with them. Well, this can only happen to Hallelujah Boys traditional rulers because of the stipends the state is paying them. Otherwise, what gave him the effrontery and right to do such? Mr. Governor, are you from their communities to have such powers to dethrone them? Or are you also a king? Indeed, absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you want to contest election again, you go prostrating for them to bless you and help you win election. What is their crime? Just know that power is transient. My Kai governor, well done, sir, and my political gifts, my political igwis, una well done too. Greetings from northern Nigeria. In the days of ancestors, there was nothing much concerned traditional rulers and policies, but nowadays, our traditional rulers have turned to politicians, and this is the result. This happens when traditional rulers turned politicians overnight. Power-drunk politician, why should he interfere in traditional issues? Bloody interloper, interfering in matters that never concerned them. I think it's a constitutional. If it is not, they would have sued them. How come they just put that power, that power being vested on the governor to be able to dethrone, to be able to withdraw certificates and all of that? And when you talk about traditional title, or traditional power or traditional title, or a monarch, is it supposed to be something that somebody choose and you just direct, okay, I put you? Is it not being done spiritually? Because the way it's being done nowadays is just surprising. Just like it happened with the Ganduje and Emir Sanusi, you just remove person, you do put this. I don't know. Is it the so-called governors that are supposed to install a monarch? Because I don't understand. Because if really they are doing the wrong thing, of course they would have been sued. The governors would have been sued. But it's part of the constitution, which if really the people don't want it, they will remove it. They would definitely remove it. But the governor did what he did because he has the power to do that. If it is not constitutional, believe you me, he wouldn't have tried it. He wouldn't have tried it. When you talk about traditional ruler, yes, there's a way you can just try to guide them, but not you saying, oh, you can't be this, you can't be this, or I'm the one to install you. That is where we are having the problem. That is where we are having the problem exactly. And because people are just blaming them that say, oh, they are politicizing everything or they've turned politicians, because the law is still holding them as far as the government is concerned. That's why you see they have to just tend towards the so-called politicians until the right thing is being done before all of this problem will stop. Will stop and to be solved. Obiano, you're wasting your time. Igbo Ewing easy. Igbo control is nobody or determined for nobody in Igbo land. Maybe they refuse to dance to his tune. If not, what's their offense? Say what is their offense? The offense is what we cannot ascertain, but the most important thing is that the man has been able to sack them. He has sacked them, and that's it. Okay. Foolishness in the highest order. He forgot that his tenure will expire as a governor. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is not a kingdom but a republic, meaning there is nothing like king or queen government. The governor is right constitutionally. If you want to be king, go to Britain. Hope say he no near my village. He's still hiding his best friend, CSP James Onwafo, the butcher of Akuzu. Up to this moment, the governor has frustrated the judicial panel of inquiry for sitting. You can imagine. But they can quickly jump into all of this and begin to flex their muscle. There will be no absolute authority in Biafra because we have a modern democracy best in the world, and where power truly belongs to the people. Nigerian constitution is a scam and encourages tyranny. Dethroning and enthroning traditional rulers have become dividends of democracy from governors. The people who stand up to defend traditional institutions which predated governor's office. It's unacceptable that a voted political office holder will hold sway over traditional rulers. It's so surprising, honestly. So guys, let us know what you think about this whole thing because it's not looking too good.